As such, we are slightly behind the schedule to catch the lunch. So we are between your lunch and the technology. So let's see how you are hunger for the knowledge or for your hunger of your body. Let's see how we will give good insight about this digitalizations to what extent we can help you out. So with me, Vishal, Anand, and Priyanka, she was there, but she has some urgent appointment, so she just left the hall. We'll go for the digitalizations as such. For any industry, digitalization is the word which is very booming. We find if somebody say AI ML, we start looking at them that what new things is going to help us in the existing business. As such, for logistic, if you say CARGOCONNECT throughout sessions, I part of many chemical and projects based CARGOCONNECT conference participant, and as a moderator, I privileged to say that this forum is really good, which organized by Smriti and her team, that this type of activities is really good for us to understand the new technology in place. As such, I am a part of engineering. So openly didn't address about engineering part in his speech. But as such, everything starts with engineering, because when you think of any digitalizations, that comes to engineering first. And was any, you can say, logistic part which you think of, or any warehouse you are thinking in your mind, it required to have a proper design. So design comes through a proper engineering. So I'm happy to say that I'm part of engineering, and we look forward for good digitalizations in place for not even logistic or transportations, but also for the in-house facilities which we have at our L&D facilities. So digitalization does not mean that we deliver good on time or we have a proper transport by which we track. There are so many things which we can think of in terms of digitalization. But looking forward for this particular forum with restricted panelists on board, we try to emphasize on more about how we go forward or how we progress. For example, in-house facilities. Now, in terms of digitalizations, if you think of, there is a robots, there is a cobots, there are certain drones which is there in the place, and many more we can think of. You know, like Amazon is thinking of delivering their goods through drone, which is already started in US. Now, how we can implement here in this congested Indian scenario, because it's quite difficult. We have hanging wires. We have different challenges than what they have in the US. So with and so many man hours we have to spend rather than going for the digitalization. So challenges are very interesting in terms of Indian market when we say digitalization. Because when we, the previous speakers, they said, the first question when we say digitalization means people think that many people lose their job, which is quite obvious. But the thing is, those who are good in terms of managing those digitalizations are having merit. So coming to that, if you consider AI ML is really good if you implement it at your shop. And AI ML is to be implemented through either robots or cobots. I just give a few examples of this differentiate between robot and cobot. Is like a robot is work based on the program. It doesn't have any sense that whether it is doing right or wrong. Cobots are the intelligent robots, you can say. They work with your instructions, but they follow some intelligence in their system. So this is one part of addressing those category. Other is coming to the drone, which is a new technology, which is normally there for, in India, we traditionally use for marriage, just for the capturing marriage event to a certain extent. Now in industry, it is going, moving to the next level, so that warehouse are normally controlled in day and night with the drone, and they capture certain images. Also, it is used for certain inspection activity, for monitoring the goods conditions with respect to time degradations. Because many times our goods are not stored under the roof. It required to store outside, where there are certain challenges, environment challenges are there, where degradations based on UV is there. Second is how the things are handled. If there is mishandling, leakages, so those things are controlled by good surveillance system like drone. Now coming to the software part, like there are many agencies which tell about their software part for digitalizations. And actually speaking, the software part is top to bottom approach. It is not bottom to top approach. Why I'm saying this? Because normally when we see any software guys have made all their rules clear. And when you ask some software agencies to come to your place, they say, yeah, we can really fit our software for your product line. And if you really speak to that guy, they will tell same story to all the guys to whom they approach. So everywhere their softwares are going to fit. And then they listen us that how beautifully we are managing our warehouse or our activity related to logistics. So these are all challenges. I have numerous incidents where I interacted with the software agencies. They provide us a lot of insight. We take those challenges for our business, and when we see it's going in a paper very nicely, but when you go for execution, it's having a challenge. Because there are a lot of things which you cannot understand in the room for managing that software part to the hardware applications. So now with me, Vishal and Anand, they are going to help us to go through this journey with their experience. So Vishal and Anand, can you please introduce yourself and what activity you are doing and how we'll go forward in the discussion. Thank you.